That is 42.5% of children under 5 years in India are underweight. This is disturbing and ironical at the same time when Indian economy is on a strong positive growth trajectory. This anomaly is indefensible at a time when we are making rapid strides in agricultural production, biotechnology, research and development, not only in agricultural science, but also in health and medical sciences. These figures are nothing but a wake-up call for all of us. They underline the need for a concerted drive against malnutrition until we can ensure good nutrition and health for our children and their mothers. We cannot achieve our targets of sustained and inclusive growth. Utmost priority must be accorded to prevent malnutrition as early as possible and across the life cycle, to avert irreversible cumulative deficits in the growth and development of our young generation. Ladies and gentlemen, the factors of malnutrition in India are complex. They include household food insecurity, illiteracy, poor environmental conditions, lack of awareness, especially among women, inadequate access to health services, safe drinking water and sanitation, inadequate purchasing power among a host of reasons. Early marriage and ignorance about nutritional needs of infants also trigger a series of causative factors. Clearly, a vibrant societal awareness and collective efforts and government complemented by grassroots organizations is the route to preventing maternal and child malnutrition. At present, there is a convergence of major Government of India programs which duly target malnutrition in women and children. The approaches in dealing with the nutrition challenge is at two levels. Firstly, the multi-sectoral indirect approach for accelerated action on the determinants of malnutrition in all nutrition-related sectors. Secondly, direct and targeted interventions for specific vulnerable groups such as children under 6 years, pregnant and nursing mothers, as well as adolescent girls. There are a number of national programs directly or indirectly contributing to improved nutrition outcomes. Apart from the integrated child development services, these include the Rajiv Gandhi Scheme for Empowerment of Adolescent Girls, Indira Gandhi Matritva Sahyog Yojana, National Rural Health Mission, Nirmal Bharat Abhiyan, National Rural Drinking Water Program, Mid-Day Meal Scheme, Targeted Public Distribution System, National Food Security Mission, Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Scheme, and National Rural Livelihood Mission, among many others. This campaign will contribute in a significant way and give an impetus to those ongoing schemes. I note that the campaign has evolved through a consultative process involving concerted stakeholders. I understand that it will be executed in 4 stages, systematically inform and advise the targeted populations and anchor their responses in fighting malnutrition. I am told that Sri Amir Khan has given pro bono services for the campaign of UNICEF, has given technical support to the program. I recognize their valuable contribution and that of all the participants who have given their time and energy to develop the campaign. I wish all success and Godspeed of the initiatives taken by our icon in the film world, Amir Khan. Creating increase public awareness of the different dimensions of malnutrition is a key requirement for the success of such a campaign. The mobilization of public support is a critical requirement for preventing malnutrition through early action. I expect that this campaign will create an enabling social and media environment that enable families and communities to understand the malnutrition challenges very clearly and to take informed collective action to address it. Positive family care practices need to be promoted, especially those related to maternal care, child feeding, psychosocial care, health, hygiene, and importantly, care of the girls and women. Community awareness would further motivate effective utilization of child care and health services and encourage communities to identify with and supplement government efforts. I am happy to note that the launch of the campaign has coincided with the government's approval of strengthening and restructuring of the integrated child development services. This will impact directly and positively the lives of nearly 8 crore young children under 6 years of age and 1.8 crore pregnant and lactating mothers in 13.2 lakh habitations across our country, reaching the most vulnerable and deprived. I recall that it was the determination of late Srimati Indira Gandhi that resulted in this program being launched in 33 community development blocks in 1975 to become today the world's largest and most unique program for integrated early child development. In the 12th plan, ICDS emerges as a powerful instrument for more inclusive growth, relying on the Anganwadi Center as the first outpost of health, nutrition, early learning, and convergence of the key services at the community level. Our Anganwadi workers and Anganwadi helpers, some of whom I see gathered here today, can very effectively promote this campaign. I am confident that the IEC campaign will result in effective social mobilization, program implementation, and the scaling up of synergies and intersectoral convergence. I congratulate the Ministry of Women and Child Development who have undertaken the campaign in pursuance of the initiative of the National Council of India's Nutritional Challenge led by Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. I congratulate Srimati Krishna Tirth, Minister of Women and Child Development, her team and the network of field functioning for taking this initiative to mothers, children and communities in the different parts of our country. With these words, I have the great pleasure to launch the IEC campaign against malnutrition and extend to all those involved in its implementation my best wishes for its success. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for the patience. Jai Hind.